Welcome to Vermontitude, a collaborative effort between Great Eastern Radio, the Brattleboro Reformer, and BCTV to bring you the stories behind the stories on the topics you want to learn more about. Because there's always more, so there'll always be Vermontitude. Hosted by me, Peter Fish Case. Welcome to Vermontitude. New episodes drop every Tuesday and can be found by going to vermontitude.com, reformer.com, or brattleboro.tv. Can also be found locally on Comcast Channel 1078. We come to you from our studios at the Innovation Box on Landmark Hill. I'm Peter Fish Case, and each week I cover the topics that are of concern to Windham County and the towns that reside within its borders. Today we are speaking with Make-A-Wish board member Barbara Harris, who's also been granting wishes for over 20 years. Welcome to Vermontitude.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get right into it. There's a thing that's coming up. It's an auction. It's an online auction. But before that, I want to talk a little bit, if we could, about Make-A-Wish. All right, so if you could tell us specifically what it does and how it does it.
Yeah, well, the mission of Make-A-Wish is to create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. They're typically ages 3 to 18. And the thing that we like the most about this type of organization is that it allows kids to make choices, make decisions on their own, because you have to realize they're going through medical treatments, procedures, hospital visits, and this gives them a chance to just be a kid again and go out and make their own decisions and control something in their lives.
Okay. Critical illnesses.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And so let's talk about a few things. I mean, over 20 years of you granting wishes. Mm-hmm. I mean, there has to be a few moments that must stick out in your mind. Do you have a favorite or a most memorable one?
Wishes typically fall into the category of I wish to be, I wish to do, I wish to go, mm-hmm. I wish to have. We've had them as much as we had a fishing trip in Alaska. We had a fishing trip to Arkansas where they stayed in a tree house.
Oh, fun.
Some of them get really, really specific. And some of these kids have some really good imaginations.
Yeah.
The one that stands out the most to me probably is the one that exhibits what we call the power of a wish.
Okay.
We know the effect that a wish has on the child, on the wish child. It gives them so much hope and strength. But there's also a side effect to that for the community. We had a wish where the child wished to take the Polar Express. This was not in the wintertime, so we had to put out the word that we needed to create a Polar Express. Within 2 weeks, we had Green Mountain Railroad gave us a train.
Oh.
The train station up in Bellows Falls was made available to us. We had enough Christmas trees to turn it into a Christmas scene. The Manchester Lions Club sent over their group of people that puts us on all the time. We had, by the time the train came back to the station, it was made into Santa's Workshop, the North Pole. We had Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, we had elves, we had conductors, we had a workshop, we had a sleigh, and we had reindeer. So it took a lot of people to do that, but that's the power of a wish.
Right.
People hear that something, and these people never even knew the wish child.
Right.
They have no idea who this wish child is, but they know what it means to the child and to the family. So they all get together and pull and make things happen.
That's fantastic.
That's the power.
That really is. It brings things like that just sort of bring the community together.
Absolutely.
And are huge. How many wishes a year does Make-A-Wish here in Vermont grant?
Yep, typically we're between 36 and 40. Right now we have a lot of wishes coming in because of COVID we had to stop doing travel wishes. So now all these wishes are coming to fruition now. So it's kind of fun. We're sending kids back to Disney and Alaska and wherever else their wish takes them. So we'll do about 40 this year, I think. Okay,
and you here locally, you do this auction each and every year.
Yep.
I know with a local committee, right, of folks based here mainly in Windham County.
Wonderful women, yes.
Yes. And this is because Make-A-Wish is I guess it's beachheaded in Burlington.
Yep, actually Shelburne, yes.
Shelburne.
Yep, that's where our headquarters. That's where our office is.
But this is a statewide. Are you the only board member down here?
I am.
All right,
Yeah.
but you've put together a good committee.
A wonderful committee. They can work miracles. Trust me.
Yeah. So let's do this, because with all these things, and the things that really make this kind of work happen are our sponsors. Mm-hmm. So do you want to take a moment to thank some of your sponsors?
Absolutely. Yep. And I will say, because of these sponsors, they cover all their donations cover all of our costs. So every penny that's bid on an item in our auction goes toward Make-A-Wish. So all of our expenses are covered, which is a wonderful thing. So yeah, I am going to cheat and look at this so I don't miss anyone. Our major sponsor this year is the Schneeberger Family Fund.
Okay.
That they've made a wonderful donation for us. We also have the Elks, North Star Contracting, the Richards Group, Trust Company of Vermont, Coda & Coda, Swiss Precision Turning, TSSD Services, 802 Credit Union, Rail Construction, Brattleboro Savings and Loan, C&S Wholesale Grocers, GS Precision, and Howard Printing.
All right.
And that's a large group of wonderful sponsors that many of them have been doing this for years for us.
And I think people don't completely understand, like as you said, when you get into the sponsor, it makes it easy for just the whatever's being bid just to come right in and feed the wish.
Absolutely.
And help.
Absolutely.
Yep. But let's talk about that, because there's often stuff that's in this auction. It's all online.
Yes.
It's so easy to do, and it's super fun, and it can get really competitive, which is also really, really fun. But
it's frantic around 10 o'clock at night when the auction closes,
for
because
you
everyone's sitting there looking at their screen, waiting to see if their bid made it.
Did they win?
So, yeah, it's fun.
So talk about some of the cool things that we can see in the auction.
We have more than 80 items this year, which is wonderful. The local businesses have just been incredible over the years in donating items to us. One of the really nice ones we have is Patriot tickets, and they're center field, about 3 rows off the field, and includes parking. So that's always a popular item for a Patriots game.
Sure.
Probably not as popular this year as it's been in the past, but
it's an experience.
They're wonderful seats. They're absolutely wonderful seats. We have golf at 4 or 5 different locations. We have a lot of restaurant gift certificates. We have gift cards from like Amazon, Orvis, Sandry, Burroughs, Staples, Guilford Country Store. We have some cooking classes, which should be exciting. That's a new one for us this year. We have a beautiful handmade quilt.
Okay.
Cruises on the on Lake Champlain, on the Ethan Allen, one sunset cruise, along with a 2-night stay at the Hotel Vermont up in Burlington. Oil changes, detailing, car washes, pottery, a brewer, a Keurig, one of John Dimmock's prints of 68 Main Street, Sam's.
Okay.
I think that'll be a popular one this year. Let's see, adventure park passes, you name it. We've got something for everyone there.
It's all there.
It is all there. And if you don't see something that's there, there's a donate button. So we always try and encourage people, if you don't see something that you want, or if you're outbid, and you still want to make a donation, there's a donate button. So you can can make a donation directly to the event without having to go through the auction bid.
And this is all to benefit kids with critical illnesses, and just bringing a little levity, a little joy back into their lives, even just for the moment.
Absolutely. And we always say we say wishes are medicine. And any doctor that you talk to that has worked with a child with a critical illness will tell you that a wish brings so much to them. It works like medicine. It gives them some strength. It gives them hope, a lot of joy. There's things that kids going through these illnesses don't have a chance to do anymore. It lets them be a kid again.
Yeah.
And it's at no cost to the family, I should add.
Right.
There's absolutely no cost, no matter what the wish is. There is no cost to the family. And we make all the arrangements and do all the legwork and everything else.
So how long has Make-A-Wish has been around for a while, right?
It has been around for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
And the first wish actually happened in Arizona, and the folks that made that first wish happen realized how much it meant to the child, and they decided to start the organization to do that.
Honestly, what a wonderful thing! What a wonderful thing that you're doing. This committee's doing. Make-A-Wish Vermont is doing. So I applaud you for doing it let us give. Do you have the web address now? I will say, for those of you following at home, there will be a link in the description because it's it's a clunky auctioneer kind of a thing. But go ahead and give that out. But there will be a link.
It's 32auctions.com/Let's Grant a Wish 2024.
All right.
And I will say, if anyone has any questions, they're welcome to reach out to me.
Okay.
I can give you my phone number. It's 802-257-7803. And I will just mention the other folks on the committee. You can ask them any questions about the auction as well. It's Barb Henry, Vicki Case, Wendy Rembez, Carol Rail, and Patty McNamara.
All right. I know one of them.
You know one of them.
Yeah,
yes.
I do. Barbara, thanks for jumping on Vermontitude. Is there anything else that we might have left out?
I don't think so. We always like to say, bid early, bid high, and win a prize.
Exactly.
Yes.
Go above. That's
above.
a good thing.
That's right.
That's a good thing.
And thank all the local merchants, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. We thank the sponsors. But these businesses have been donating stuff for our auction for a while now. So we always like to have you, go in there and thank them for supporting Make-A-Wish.
Great. Barbara, thank you so much for jumping on.
You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it.